Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. This is an introduction to this engine rebuild. This is a 1969 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia convertible. Client purchased the vehicle. Someone told him that the engine was in good shape, and it really wasn't. So we did a total rebuild on it. So this is just an introduction. What we're going to do now is we'll break away and we'll show a little slideshow of what we found in the disassembly and then most of the reassembly of the engine, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that you've seen the slideshow, now we can come in a little bit closer to see this engine. So we started with an AE block. So for those of you who are familiar with the Volkswagen engine blocks, the AE serial number designates the stronger or better casting series of engine halves. So they had the best quality. So when it comes to rebuilding Volkswagen air-cooled engines, most guys or gals will prefer the AE series. And they're roughly in that 70 to 72 year range, really common in 71. So what's happened is, if you recall in some of those videos when we had this oil filler, so on top of this or below the generator we have this the oil filler tube, and there is a picture with this off, and there's a little plate with a vent, and it had all kinds of carbon buildup and burnt oil. It was really nasty. So it had terrible compression. It didn't have proper air or oil cooler filter. It didn't have proper flow. There was a lot of scoring in the piston walls and cylinders and piston rings. So essentially what we've done is completely rebuild the engine. So now it's a 1641 in terms of cc's. We've upgraded the distributor to an MP aftermarket electronic distributor. We have a new MP carburetor, the 34 series. We have the upgraded Bosch 12 volt oil-filled coil, ignition coil. And then something that's really important that we found is this neat little thing, and it's an inline, this little chrome housing with the dial. This is an inline fuel pressure regulator. And we've been doing lots of air-cooled engines, and every once in a while, I'd say one of every 10, maybe one of every 12, it seemed like the carburetor was acting up, and we were playing with timing and carburation, and we kept going back and forth fiddling with it. We talked to an air-cooled Volkswagen expert, and he had mentioned something he just fell upon or kind of figured out, and it was sometimes these carburetors are fussy and they require a fuel pump regulator. So this is a new fuel pump and fuel pump pin, and the new filler spacer plate. So everything is new, and I assumed when you have everything new and the timing set that the carburetor, everything being new, would work great. Not the case. So what we've done now, the last 5 or 6 Volkswagen air-cooled engines, we've put this inline fuel pump regulator on, and that has been the answer. It just seems to be happier when we tune and set the timing. Everything stays as it should. So it's a very simple design. It has numbers on the dial. It starts at half PSI, and you can see this little arrow. So it's adjustable. You push down and it's spring loaded. So the first increment is half a PSI, and then you see the number 1. So that's 1 PSI. Most Volkswagen air-cooled engines, people will suggest that it should be happy at 1.5 PSI for fuel pressure. Our experience, and my opinion, 1 PSI seems to be the answer. It doesn't starve for fuel. It does regulate it. It goes through a filter that you can see. So you've got nice clean fuel going in. You know the pressure is always at 1 PSI. So when the carburetor is set and the timing is set, with the upgraded electronic distributor, everything seems to be much more efficient. We had one engine that we did 1.5 PSI on, and it seemed to be happier. But the other 3 or 4, 1 PSI is the answer. So this is now a 1641 cc engine. We've upgraded the cam with an angle cam. We've rebuilt the valves. We have more oil pressure. We've adjusted the flow, and we've increased the amount of filtration with the oil cooler. So we upgraded the doghouse, and everything seems to be quite happy. So we've broke in the engine, we've changed the oil, we've got fresh oil in again, we have a nice strong compression test, and the engine seems to be quite happy. So this is another engine rebuild from lastchanceautorestore.com. It's a 69 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia convertible, and I thank you for watching.